host has started broadcasting the meeting on YouTube.
All right, this is Clayton County Magistrate Court preliminary hearing calendar. Today's date is February the 4th, 2026. This is the state of Georgia versus Sanchez Latrell Lattimore, warrants number 2024 CW 74102 103 104. All parties are present and have announced ready to proceed. Ms. Thomas, you can present the state's case.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer, could you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the evidence you should give before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You can put your hand down, state your name for the record.
My name is Officer Cole Elliott.
How are you employed?
I work for the Clayton County Police Department.
Were you so employed in that capacity on or about December the 16th of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have cause to investigate an incident that occurred at or around 240-BB Flint River Road?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that within the confines of the city of Jonesboro, Clayton County?
Yes, ma'am.
And did that investigation involve a Sanchez Lattimore?
Yes, ma'am, it did.
And officer, could you please advise the court as to what happened involving Mr. Lattimore?
Yes, I can. I'm just trying to find the victim's name. Sorry about that. Mr. Iba called 911 on December 16th, 2024 to report an armed robbery. He had an agreement with Mr. Lattimore to meet at 240 Flint River Road to sell some merchandise. I believe it included 2 pairs of shoes and a hoodie. When they got there, Mr. Lattimore had the money. He showed Mr. Iba the money. He was looking over the merchandise that was being sold. Then Mr. Lattimore opened the rear of the car, pointed a gun at Mr. Iba, the victim, and said, "Don't move, stay where you are," took the merchandise and fled on foot.
Okay, now let me ask you something. You mentioned, I think you've said the word they a couple of times. Mr. Iba, was he by himself or was someone else with him?
He was by himself.
And he was in a vehicle at the time?
Yes, ma'am.
Was Mr. Lattimore alone?
I believe so. Yes, ma'am.
Now, you also mentioned that a car door was opened.
Yes, ma'am.
Which door?
If you give me 2, I'd have to reference my narrative. I apologize. Contact me.
Hold on.
Rear driver's side door.
And where was the victim positioned at the time?
The driver's seat.
Did the victim see any type of weapon?
The victim saw a gun, and he was also able to identify tattoo markings as well.
Where were the tattoo markings?
Neck and hand.
Of?
The suspect. I believe it's...
The neck and hand of Mr. Lattimore?
Or yes, was it the neck and hand of Mr. Lattimore. It was a tattoo on his left hand and one on his neck. I apologize.
And was the left hand the one holding the weapon?
I'm unclear on that.
Okay. Was the victim able to describe the weapon?
To my knowledge, no. He just said gun.
Okay. And was any property taken from the victim as a result?
Yes, ma'am. It was 2 pairs of Columbia 11 Jordan shoes that were $300 a piece, a pair of ASIC gel Kayanos, also $300, and a blue spider hoodie priced at $250.
All of that was taken from the victim?
Yes, ma'am.
Was any of it recovered?
I'm unclear on that. To my knowledge, no, ma'am.
And how was Mr. Iba, the victim, able to identify Mr. Lattimore?
Initially, he was only able to provide a description, which was a light-skinned black male, ages 16, 17, 18, potentially. The next day, Mr. Iba got in contact with me and told me that he looked up the phone number on Zelle that he had been communicating with Mr. Lattimore, and that phone number came back. I apologize. I'm having to pull up the supplemental report.
Okay.
That phone number, excuse me, Came back to a Sanchez Lattimore. He Googled it. He found a missing persons article on Google for Mr. Lattimore that was previous from Fox 5 in 2021. I ran that name and date of birth through our GCIC system and obtained a copy of his driver's license photo, which was an updated photo, sent it to Mr. Eva, and he was able to positively identify Mr. Lattimore as the person who committed the armed robbery against him the night of the 16th.
So when Mr. Eva initially set up what he thought was going to be a sale, he did not know Mr. Lattimore?
That is correct. It was a Facebook Marketplace deal.
Had he ever seen Mr. Lattimore before?
To my knowledge, no, ma'am.
Subsequent to the robbery, he did some research?
Yes, ma'am. After the fact, he Googled the phone number from Zelle.
Now, were warrants taken out based on your investigation?
Warrants were taken out based on my investigation for armed robbery, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and possession of a firearm by persons under the age of 18 years old. Yes, ma'am.
How were you able to determine Mr. Lattimore's age?
When I ran him through GCIC, his actual driver's license information popped up, and I was able to confirm his date of birth at the time of the incident.
And did that date of birth make him under the age of 18?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recall the date of birth?
I can look it up if I may.
Your Honor, if he may.
It's not relevant. If he says it's under 18, it's under 18.
That's fine. Officer, we're gonna move on.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever seen Mr. Lattimore?
No, ma'am. I wasn't the person. Aside from his driver's license photo and the photo that was sent to Mr. Eva, no, ma'am. I have never seen him in person.
So has he made any statements to you?
No, ma'am.
Active speaker video. Mute my audio. But start my video button.
Was any type of weapon ever recovered?
To my knowledge, no, ma'am.
Do you know if there's any type of video or anything of this incident?
No, ma'am. I do not believe there is. But if something was found after my investigation was concluded that I'm not aware of, I can't speak on that.
Okay. And this property was taken after the victim saw a weapon?
Yes, ma'am.
Was the victim in fear of his life?
Yes. Yes, ma'am, he was.
And quick question, what is located at 240 Flint River Road? What's there?
That's an apartment complex. I don't know the name of the apartment complex right offhand because it changes.
Okay. And does the victim live there?
No, ma'am. I believe that was just a meeting location for the two individuals.
So the defendant does not live there either that you know of?
To my knowledge, no, ma'am. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that's all I have on this one's reserved right for redirect.
All right, cross-examination.
Thank you. Good morning, Detective Elliott. Is that right?
No, sir. It's gonna be Officer Elliott.
Yeah. I mean, when she said that, man, I was about to tell you congratulations.
I appreciate it. I accept the promotions.
Yeah, absolutely. With the pay
Hey.
raise.
I try.
All right, let's go back through this. For me to clean up some things. When she gave you that address on the front end, she said 240 BB. What is that BB all about?
That's Building B.
Building B. Got it. All right, cool. Then the prosecutor asked you a question and you described a door being open. The door that is being open, whose car is that on?
That would be the victim's car, Mr. Eva's car.
All right, Mr. Evans' car. And you know it's a rear door, it's a rear driver, rear passenger.
Driver rear. Yes, sir.
Mr. Lewis, we can't see you.
Understood.
We can, Mr. Lewis, we can see you and we can hear you, but not see you.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
That's because I can't do two things at one time, Judge. So if you're all right with it, everybody can see me. I'm gonna lay this phone down so I can type and talk at the same time.
Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am. So now Mr. Ebba himself, he is still in his vehicle. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
And Mr. Ebba is the seller of these items?
Yes, sir.
And the prices that you gave, are those the prices that he is selling them for?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that price, did you discover that on the Facebook market page of Mr. Ebba?
No, sir. That was out of Mr. Ebba's testimony when I asked him how much the items were worth.
Understood. Did you have a chance to see Mr. Ebba's Facebook marketplace page?
I don't recall seeing it. No, sir.
Okay. So did Mr. Ebba ever present to you any evidence that he actually had the items that he said he had?
I have his testimony.
Only his testimony, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. And the testimony is that he had 2 pair of Jordans, 1 pair of Asics, and a hoodie.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you had a chance to talk with Mr. Ebba subsequent to the meeting out there? I'm assuming you met him on the street. Did you meet him out at 240?
Yes, sir. I did.
Okay. Have you had a chance to talk to him subsequent to that, other than the photo that you sent him across?
No, sir. Only the day after when he provided me with the Zelle information and I ran it on GCIC. That was the last time I spoke with Mr. Ebba.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Let's go back then to this Zelle lookup that he did. He said he had the telephone number belonging to the person who you believe actually robbed him. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Where did he get that telephone number from?
That was the phone number they were communicating with back and forth about the deal.
On the day of?
Yes, sir.
Did you see evidence of that?
I can't recall if I did or not. It was quite a long time ago.
I got you. You got your report there, right?
I do. Yes, sir.
Report was written contemporaneous with your visit to Mr. Ebba?
No visit. This was a phone call with Mr. Ebba back and forth.
So your report, so you've actually not visited with Mr. Ebba?
The night of the incident, I was out on scene. I was in the actual presence of Mr. Ebba. The day after, I was not.
Understood. And that report that you got there, that report starts on the night that you're on that scene. Is that right?
One of them, yes, sir.
So you got 2 reports there you've been looking at?
Yes, sir. I have my incident report from the night of the incident, and then I also have a uniform supplemental report to add information to my original document.
All right. What I would like you to do, Officer Elliott, is take a look at those reports and refresh your recollection. You've already looked at them a couple of times, so just go ahead and look over them so that we get some answers for the judge here.
All right. Give me 1 second.
Yes. I want you to blur the. Sorry about that, Judge.
For whatever reason, sir, my computer is not loading the attachments of the report, and the only thing that I can see from my computer is the narrative of the report.
I got you. You believe your narrative to be a little more informative than little less informative than the actual reports?
The things that would have been attached to this report, the photos, if any, would have been pictures of the merchandise and possibly the Facebook Marketplace deal. Again, I just don't want to give you false information saying, "Oh yes, I remember that."
I'm with
Right
you.
off.
I'm with you. Good deal. All right, let's go with what we got then. But your narrative, you have had a chance to review that narrative, and it does not contain any answers to the questions that I've been asking that you didn't recall.
Which questions? The
Uh,
prices is in there.
let me just go. Let me just
Go
go
ahead.
through 'em.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First and foremost, no evidence of Mr. Ebba actually owning those things other than his testimony, correct?
Unless they're part of the images that I cannot access right now, that is my current testimony. Yes, sir.
Understood. And as far as the Facebook market page, the existence of one or not in your narrative, you don't have anything about that, correct?
No.
Other
Only
than
that.
what Ms. Evans. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Only that. Mr. Ebba and Mr. Lattimore were meeting based on a Facebook Marketplace deal. That's all.
And that is from his statement, not from anything that you eyeballed, correct?
To my recollection right now. Yes, sir.
And with respect to Mr. Ebba's phone, you in your narrative there don't have anything that says that you eyeballed his phone to see, in fact, that those numbers had been communicated with verbally or through text.
Correct. It's not documented in my report that I looked at his phone. Yes, sir.
And then as far as any text messages, and I say that only because everybody likes to text nowadays. You don't have anything there, text or DM or any copies of any of that thing noted in your narrative, correct?
Not noted in my narrative. No, sir. I
All
have
right.
his verbal testimony while on scene.
Just what he told you.
Yes, sir.
All right. And when you're saying testimony, you're not saying you had him raise his hand and swear. You're just saying this is the statements that he gave you. Is that right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Did he sign a written statement for you?
No, sir. He did not.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to the car itself. In Mr. Ebba, what kind of car was he in?
It's not documented in my report right at hand, but
You recall it being a sedan or something with 4 doors?
yes, sir.
All right, gotcha. And Madam Prosecutor asked a question about the word they, so let me just make sure. Mr. Ebba, to your knowledge, when you were on scene, had no other persons in his car with him, or is that right?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
And you don't find any independent witnesses when you're out there on the scene concerning what Mr. Ebba, what Mr. Ebba even had an encounter with this young man. Is that right?
No one came forward and said they saw the incident take place.
Understood. Mr. Ebba said that he looked this thing up through Zelle. Is that right?
That's correct.
And the Zelle we were talking about here is the money transfer system.
Yes, sir.
Did you look it up in Zelle?
No, sir. I looked it up on GCIC, which is a system we use to identify people.
Yeah, I know about the GCIC, but I'm just staying on the Zelle for right now. Did Mr. Elba said that he exchanged money with this individual?
No, sir.
Okay. Did Mr. Elba say that that he knew the individual's name before he went into Zelle?
No, sir.
So Mr. Elba gave you a name associated with a telephone number that he says that he found in Zelle. Is that right?
No, sir. He had the phone number communicating with Mr. Lattimore prior to meeting about where they were going to meet, the prices they were going to pay, and all that. He inserted the phone number into Zelle to find the name.
Right, but he didn't know Mr. Lattimore's name, right? Until
Correct.
he inserted the number in the Zelle. So he had been communicating with the number, but he don't know if the person he was communicating with was named Lattimore or not. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. And then he puts the telephone number into his Zelle with no monetary exchange, and he comes up with the name Lattimore. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, cool. And then when you got the name Lattimore, you submitted the name Lattimore to GCIC to see if you could find this individual, given the description that you received from Mr. Ebba, correct?
Given the name that was provided by Mr. Eba. Yes, sir.
And that returned to you a driver's license picture. Is that right, from DDS?
That's correct.
All right. And that DDS driver's license picture, once you had it, did you submit it back through DDS to see if you had any other persons that matched that image that you had there?
No, sir. I didn't submit it back to DDS.
Okay. And so we don't know if there's another person out there that's similar in appearance to the Lattimore name that Mr. Eba pulled up in his Zelle. Is that right?
That's correct. We don't know if someone looks like Mr. Lattimore.
I got you. And then you sent that picture. Did you get any other photos of Mr. Lattimore from anywhere else?
No, sir. I pulled his Georgia driver's license photo, sent it to Mr. Eba, and he gave me a positive ID, to which I attempted to obtain warrants, and my warrants were signed by the judge.
I got it. And then that photo ID that you sent over to Mr. Eba, you didn't send it with any other photos to allow him an option other than a yes or a no to the ID. Is that right?
That's correct to my knowledge.
All right. Let's go back to what Mr. Eba said he saw from the individual that was on scene. The individual that came on scene had a gun. Is that right?
Correct.
And that gun, was it a revolver or not, a semi-automatic, automatic? Do we know?
I'm unclear on that, sir.
All right. Did he tell you anything about the color or manufacturer of that weapon?
No, sir.
All right. Did he give you any description at all of the gun?
To my knowledge, he did not.
Okay.
And
All
if there's something in my my attachments that I cannot see, I'm kind of rocking a hard place with my computer not working on that one.
I got you. I got you. But to your knowledge, you don't have any problem with your recollection. Your recollection is pretty good, isn't it? You have any problem
Not
recalling
from-
things, do you?
No, sir.
I mean, okay. All right. Let's talk about where Mr. Eba says the gun was. Where did he say the gun was?
He said the gun was pointed at him, sir.
That's all he says, is the gun was pointed at him? It doesn't say it comes out of the pocket, comes out the jacket, in the trunk of the car, in the back seat.
Correct. He says the gun was pointed at him from the.
I'm sorry, sir, you broke up. Officer Elliott.
He went on.
No, sir.
Okay. I don't know what that no, sir, came to, so let me just ask it again. He didn't give you any other details about where the gun came from. Is that right?
Right. No, sir. He didn't give me any other details.
All right. Now, where was the person holding the gun physically located at the time that the gun was pointed at Mr. Eba?
The only assumption I can come to from that is
we don't want that.
rear door.
Tell me what he told you. What did Eba tell you?
The driver rear door, sir.
So Eba told you that the individual was located at the driver rear door at the time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the products that Mr. Eba said that he had for sale to the person that came on the scene, were they located in the back seat of his car?
That is where they were at the time of the interaction. Yes, sir.
All right, cool. I heard you early on saying this might be a product of my imagination, so you fix it for me if I got it wrong. I heard something about a trunk. Was there a trunk involved in this? A trunk of anybody's car?
I don't remember saying anything about a trunk, sir.
Okay, then that means that was my imagination.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now, how did Mr. Evans say that the individual who came to do this transaction arrived on scene?
It's not mentioned in the report. It just says that he fled on foot after the interaction, sir.
Okay. Fled on foot with, if I got this right, you correct me, that A6 is a pair of tennis shoes too, right?
I believe so.
All right. So three pair of tennis shoes and a sweatshirt.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. Did Mr. Eba tell you that the individual who who took his stuff came to him and said, "Hey, I'm the person you're supposed to meet up with"?
No, sir.
Did the person come who took his stuff say to him, "Man, you got them what do you say, Jordans? You got them Jordans?"
No, sir. I don't believe that statement was exactly made.
Uh-huh. Did the person who came to him say, "I'm here to get that A6 pair of tennis shoes"?
I believe their communication on the meetup spot is how they based who each other were during the interaction, sir.
So he did not say anything about, "I'm here to meet up with you to get those A6 tennis shoes." Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then as far as the sweatshirt is concerned, can I ask this one question?
Mhm.
Do you have anything to your recollection that the gentleman who came and took his stuff said, "Man, I'm here to get that sweatshirt,
No, sir.
that
Not
hoodie"? All right. Okay. So in front of this apartment complex, the person that took Mr. Evans' stuff could have been a person that just took it as an opportunity since he was sitting out there with stuff in his car. Is that right?
That is correct.
All right. In the back seat of Mr. Evans' car, does he say his tennis shoes are in tennis shoe boxes?
It wasn't mentioned, sir.
Mm-hmm. Does he tell you if it's sitting out open on the seat?
It's also not mentioned, sir. It's mentioned that he took the items from the back seat of the car.
That's all, but not how they're packaged. Is that right?
That's correct.
All right. Um, Mr. Ebba did more than just the Zelle thing. He did something else as well. What is that he did after he went to Zelle, sir?
He Googled
He
the
Googled.
name. That's correct. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I thought I heard you say that. As a result of his Google, he found a missing persons report. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And in this, did you get a chance to Google what Mr. Ebba searched to see if you found that missing persons report?
I believe I Googled it. I believe that I read the Fox 5 article. I couldn't recall what it says right offhand.
I got you. I got you. Did it contain a photograph of the person that was missing?
It did.
It did. Did that photograph match the ID that you pulled up at the Georgia Department of Driver Services?
No, sir. Those were years apart. That was why when Mr. Ebba contacted me about it, he said the person resembled the person that committed the armed robbery, and that's why I was getting the more accurate photo from the DMV.
I see. I see. All right. So how did Mr. Evans say it resembled the person?
Just like that.
Just like that. No modifiers, no extras on there. Didn't say it's a black man, white man, Chinese man, man, woman, dog, cat. Just it resembles. Is that right?
No, sir. From the original description, he did describe that it was a light-skinned black male, age possibly.
I got that.
Okay.
Remember that part. What we're talking about now is the comparison of what he sees.
No, I have an objection. If counsel could allow the officer to complete his answer, if he wants to follow up on his question or what have you, that's one thing. But at least let that officer complete his objection.
You have a response, Mr. Lewis?
I thought he already gave me the answer that he's giving me now, Judge.
No, he was trying to finish it.
No.
Okay, so
okay, go ahead.
It's all right, Mr. Lewis. I understand you thought it was finished, but if he wasn't finished, just allow him to finish.
All right, go ahead and finish, officer.
Yes, sir. You asked me if he gave another description of black, white, Asian, anything like that. I just recanted or recalled the fact that he had already given that description before. Yes, sir.
Okay, I got it. So that wasn't my question. So let me go back and ask that question again. Did Mr. Ebba tell you how the picture that he saw on Facebook resemble the person that he saw in person?
There was no Facebook photograph, but the picture that he Googled and found on Fox 5 from the missing persons article,
Uh-huh.
he told me that that person resembled the person that committed the armed robbery. That was
Uh-huh.
why I further searched the more accurate photo and sent it to him and obtained the positive ID on Mr. Lattimore.
Yeah, I got that. I got that. But the question that I've got, so he did not tell you that the picture that he got from the Fox 5 article resembled the person that he saw on the scene by color, race, gender, or anything else. Is that right?
No, sir. He didn't give me exact descriptors. He said that resembles the person that committed the armed robbery against me. I don't feel like it's common speech to say that resembles the black male, light skinned that was there that night that committed the armed robbery. I don't feel like that's common practice in speaking.
Okay. How long have you been on the job, Officer Elliott?
I've been employed with the Clayton County Police Department for a little over 3 years, sir.
All right. And in your dealings, you've never heard somebody say they got the same eye color?
Yes, sir. That's
Okay. Mr. Elba didn't say they had the same eye color, did they? Did he?
no, sir.
All right. Did you ever hear somebody in your 3 years on the job say that, man, he's got the same texture of hair?
Yes, people have similar textures of hair.
Did
Sir.
Mr. Evans say that the person that he saw on the Fox 5 photo resembled the person that showed up on the scene by the texture of hair?
No, sir. He did not.
All right. All right. Did Mr. Evans say that the person that was in the Fox 5 photo was black?
No, sir. He didn't.
Okay. All right. Did he say that the person appeared to be of U.S. origin or some foreign origin?
No, sir. He did not. He said
He
that
left it
resembled the person that committed the armed robbery. There were no further statements made from there.
Man, excellent. Thank you. Officer Elliott, let's now move on to your interactions themselves. Your physical interaction on the day that Mr. Evans says that he was robbed. You were in uniform at that time, right?
Yes, sir.
You have your body cam working?
Yes, sir.
You preserve that for us?
I can attempt to look it up on our system if you would like, sir.
No, I just wanted to know if you recall preserving it. I don't need you to look it up right now.
Whenever we arrive on scene, so long as our cars are synced to our body cameras, it puts the event number with our body camera right away when we arrive on
That
scene.
is something.
Start recording.
That is something I did not know. Thank you.
Yes, sir. They have to be synced for that to happen.
Okay. Do you know if everything was synced that day?
They should have been synced. That's something I do at the beginning of my shift. However, if the car loses Wi-Fi at any point in time, it does unsync them, which is not something that notifies you right then and there.
I got you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
The at the time that you're doing the follow-up communications with Mr. Evans, is that via telephone?
Yes, sir.
Is your body cam active at that time since you're not in your car?
No, sir, it was not.
Was that communications recorded?
No, sir.
All right. When you send the emails, you sent those pictures that picture by email to Mr. Evans, did you not?
No, sir, I did not.
How'd you send that picture over?
Through a text message.
Through a text message. Through your department phone or a personal?
I believe it was through my department issued cell phone.
All right, perfect. And you've only got one of those, is that right?
Yes, I'm actually have the text messages pulled up in my phone right now.
Uh-huh. Were you going to add something more to that, or are you just telling us that you got it pulled up?
I was just letting you know that I had it pulled up on my phone.
Understood, sir. What date did you have that text exchange?
December 17th, sir.
December 17th. All right. Officer Elliott, I appreciate you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You have any follow-up, Mr. Thomas?
I do not.
All right. Any other witnesses?
For this portion of the trial, excuse me, of the hearing, Your Honor, I do not. I do have another witness for the remainder of his charges.
Okay. Are those charges out of the same factual scenario?
Actually, Your Honor, they're not. It's a completely different case. Happened about 6 months later.
Okay. So is that testimony needed for these particular charges?
No, Your Honor. It's the
Okay.
officer in the waiting room.
Okay. No,
What else?
Are we to be now, Judge?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Ms. Lewis?
Does she have other witness? It sounds to me like she said she had no other witnesses. Is that?
That's correct, right? No other witnesses for this particular set of warrants that
That is
officer.
correct, Your Honor. If I could have this officer placed in the waiting room, and I can proceed with Detective De Silva for the second set.
So, okay.
Yeah, so let's conclude this one. Then that's like starting a fresh new case.
Right.
For the most part, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So argument?
Yes, Judge. And yes, no defense
Well,
doesn't
actually,
have any.
hold on 1 second. Officer Elliott.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a question actually.
Yes, ma'am.
Did Mr. ever indicate that he actually saw Mr. Defendant Lattimore at any time? Like with his eyes?
Yeah, but prior to being robbed at gunpoint, the two did have an interaction. Yes, ma'am.
Because from my understanding, you said he like opened the driver's side passenger door with
Driver
detective. Okay, so when did they interact prior to that?
at the driver's side window.
Oh, okay. All right. That was so any questions based on what I just asked?
Very briefly, Your Honor. When you said the driver's side window,
Hang on 1 second, Mr. Thomas. I just saw Mr. Toes. Could you please join the breakout room now so you can speak to your client at the Hancock prison, please? All right, thank you, Ms. Thomas.
and Judge, before I ask my question, just want to remind the court that Detective De Silva is now with us. Do you want to put him back, or is it okay?
Okay, let me put, Detective Silva, could you please go back to that breakout room, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Click on breakout rooms. Yeah, okay, there he goes. All right.
And Detective Officer Elliott, I'm sorry, I keep trying to promote you.
That's okay.
You say that they saw. It's your understanding that?
I'm sorry,
Excuse me?
Judge. Before we go any further, I was speaking, but of course, somehow or another, my phone ended up muted. So Detective De Silva was not sequestered?
No, he was. And when she
was.
said she was done, then I went and brought him back. But
Oh,
before we
okay.
started, but then we moved him back.
Okay, now I understand. Thank you.
No, the Detective De Silva was sequestered.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Officer Elliott, it's your understanding that the victim and the defendant did see each other initially face to face?
Yes, ma'am.
Then the defendant went to the driver's side rear door.
That's correct.
And I think I previously asked you this, but just to confirm, he opened the driver's side rear door, the defendant.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lewis, any follow-up based on my line of questioning?
I don't think so, but look, give me just a second, Judge. Let me just think about
no problem.
Okay, so Officer Elliott, I just want to clarify one thing. This, when the judge asked you about does he see him face to face, Mr. Ebba is sitting in his car, in the same car you're talking about, right?
Yes.
So when we describe the actual movement, the driver sees his so-called robber come up to him at the driver's side front window. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And at the time that he sees him, just on that little narrow piece right there, is there a gun pointed at him?
Are you talking about their initial contact, sir?
Well, I'm thinking it's all one contact.
No, sir.
So,
It's not a sudden snatching. He didn't walk up to the car, open the door, point a gun, and say, "Don't move." The two had interacted and spoken with each other prior to the defendant deciding he was going to rob.
okay.
Yes, sir.
So the the person who robs him comes up to the front of Mr. Abba's car. They have a conversation or whatever there, and there is no gun involved there. That is correct. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then the person who takes his stuff then proceeds on in that same old path, same trajectory, goes to the back driver's side passenger door and opens that door. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then at that point in time, is that where the gun is produced?
Yes.
And it is produced. Well, you already answered it. It's not the judge's question, so I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Closing arguments.
Yeah, I will reserve.
All right.
All right, Judge. So I'm going to start with the easy picking. This officer has sworn out three warrants. And I think a warrantless arrest affidavit.
No, they're CWs.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. One of those warrants is possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. You don't have anything that says that you have a convicted felon in evidence.
No, that's not in his warrants. His is possession of a firearm during commission of certain crimes, and then the one with the possession for a person under 18. It's
Okay,
not
I'm
a
sorry.
conflict.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. And I appreciate that. What we don't have here is evidence of the fact that the person is under 18 at the time that this alleged event occurred. I believe at some point in time he might have been under 18, as are we all. But there's nothing here that specifies that he's under 18 at the time of the actual felony being committed, if in fact a felony has been committed. We do have testimony that a gun is produced at some point in time. We don't know where the gun comes from, however, whether the gun itself is taken from the back seat of the car or anywhere else. Madam Prosecutor asked questions about what hand it was in, and we don't get an answer there one way or another. Officer does not know. I am really interested in this, Judge, because there is no follow-up to find out if, in fact, this purported seller is selling anything on the Facebook marketplace. If the telephone number is actually verified, is one that the Mr. Ebba has in fact been communicating with. And so it's a real issue there. And on top of that, and this is the part where it gets really interesting, all these questions are about identity that I'm asking, every last one of them. We are told that there is a tattoo on the hand and I believe one on the neck, but there's no testimony as to what that tattoo is, one way or another. We know that this officer did not arrest the young man who is in jail. but we don't have any identification of the young man that's in jail either. And whether that's the person that was even on the Georgia DDS driver's license record. We are told that the picture, the driver's license picture that is sent to Mr. Eba alone, where he's given a chance of yes or no, resembles the person who is in the Facebook Marketplace. But we're not asked a question about the comparison of all three. What makes it resemble it? Whether it is skin shade, skin color, eye color, hair length, short, tall, fat, skinny, none of that. And so what we've got is a person who has a driver's license out there who matches a Zelle telephone number, a number that has at some point in time been registered in Zelle belonging to Mr. Lattimore. And based upon that, a warrant has been issued. The standard is very low at this point in time for probable cause. To not have presented the actual person's booking photo or something else back to Mr. Eba, we don't know if we got the right person in the jail. And so I'm going to ask the court at this point in time to dismiss all three charges. And if the prosecution decides that it wants to indict it, because it's got some more information after this, then they can do that. But with respect to what we have right here, I'm going to ask the court to dismiss it all. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Thomas.
And I believe the officer in his testimony did establish that this is in fact the person who robbed the victim in this particular matter. The victim had established prior contact with this young man to establish to sell items. He saw the young man face to face. His subsequent research led him to believe that this was in fact the person he had the interaction with. The officer followed up on the research and the information provided by the victim at the scene and was able to produce a photograph that conformed with the victim's recollection of the person that robbed him. Your Honor, I believe at this point we do have more than sufficient probable cause to transfer this set of charges to the Superior Court.
All right, the court does find sufficient probable cause. There is testimony that he did have prior interaction to the alleged robbery that took place in the case, and also was confirmed via driver's license over the text message that that was the person. So it's enough for probable cause, Mr. Lewis. So this case will be bound over to Superior Court for further prosecution. This matter is adjourned, and we'll now do the second set of warrants for Mr. Lattimore.
Hold on, before we get to the second set of warrants. Do we have these charges here on a bond calendar?
This is an armed robbery. It wouldn't be on a bond calendar. It should be.
It's not on there.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome.
Officer, you're free to go. Thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
You as well.
All right, now we have Detective Silva with us with the second set of warrants. And these warrants are 2025 CW 564 72 73 74 75 76 and 77. Everybody's still here present and we're ready to proceed.
Officer, could you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the evidence you should provide before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself, officer.
I do.
You can put your hand down, state your name for the record.
Detective Daniel De Silva.
How are you employed?
Clayton County Police Department. I'm a detective.
And were you so employed on or about July the 21st, 2025?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have occasion to respond to an incident that occurred at 5796 Little River Road?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that in Atlanta, Clayton County?
Yes, it is.
And did that incident involve a Sanchez Lattimore?
Yes, it did.
And what brought you to that location to involve an incident involving Mr. Lattimore?
Ms. Thomas, wait 1 second. Mr. Toes in the juvenile holding cell, could you please join the breakout room so you all can speak to each other? I
Yes,
just
Your
sent the link to you, Ms. Toes. All right, in juvenile, please join that breakout room. All right, thank you. You can go, Ms. Thomas.
Yes, ma'am. Judge, did juvenile hear you? Because they're not doing anything. Oh, there they go. Okay. No, they
I
did.
got
They're
it.
still
It's
sitting.
okay. It's all right. You can continue.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
talk to that.
Yes, ma'am. You are a detective, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Okay. And I believe my last question to you is, what brought you to investigate an incident involving Mr. Lattimore?
There was a series of drive-by shootings that happened in July, at the beginning of July. There was damage to a residence. The residents were home at the time when the bullets came through their home. There was a shooting on Little River, and then there was another separate incident that was around the corner from there, which was another shooting, another drive-by shooting, and then the same home at 5796 Little River was shot up again. When I spoke with the resident,
Let me stop you. Let me stop you 1 second so we can just keep clear. You said there's a series of shootings. Were all of those at this particular address, or were they multiple addresses?
2 separate addresses.
And this one, the one 5796, how many times was it shot up?
Twice.
Okay, please continue.
So the resident stated that her grandson used to be friends with Mr. Lattimore, and she didn't know why they had a falling out or whatnot.
What made her think? Let me stop you 1 second. You said her grandson was. What made her think that? What brought Mr. Lattimore into that conversation? Why would she think it was him?
Her daughter told her that she suspected Mr. Lattimore.
Okay, so she didn't know at that time.
He didn't know for sure at that time, no, ma'am.
Okay, please continue.
So, so she stated that her daughter told her that Mr. Lattimore and her grandson, Isaac Anderson, used to be friends, and they had a falling out. They weren't friends anymore. And she suspected that Mr. Lattimore had shot her house up. I interviewed Mr. Lattimore. Mr. Lattimore was picked up by DeKalb County on separate charges. And when I interviewed him, he stated that he had met the victim's grandson in juvenile jail.
And just so we can keep everybody straight, when you say grandson, are we talking about Isaac Anderson, or are we talking about somebody?
No, we're speaking about Isaac Anderson.
Okay. Please continue.
So Mr. Lattimore stated that he had met Mr. Anderson in juvenile jail. They had a falling out, just as the victim had stated. And Mr. Lattimore stated that Mr. Anderson came and shot up his grandparents' home while they were home. And when I asked him why, so he told me that's why he shot up Mr. Anderson's grandparents' home.
So he admitted shooting up the victim's home?
Yes, he did.
Did he indicate how many times he shot up the victim's home?
He did not.
Do you know how many people were present at the victim's home at the time that the home was shot up?
It was the victim, her husband, and her brother. So it was 3 victims.
Does Mr. Anderson, the grandson, even live there?
No, the victim stated that he no longer lived with her. He used to live with her, but he wasn't living with her at that time.
Okay. Does she even know Mr. Lattimore?
She doesn't know him, no.
One second, Judge. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing. He's got quite a few.
Okay.
Okay. Now you have him charged with possession of firearm during discharge near a highway. How close or what was the proximity of this home to a street?
Roughly, well, the home sits on the street.
Okay.
So
And when you
less
say
than 50 feet, less than 50 feet.
and this is a public street, this is Little River?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you also have him charged with 2 counts of criminal damage to property. Why? What is the basis of that?
The home was shot up as well as one of the vehicles was struck by bullets.
Could you actually see bullet
Hold on one
holes?
second. Hold on one second, Ms. Thomas. Juvenile, please go to the breakout room. His attorney is there waiting for him.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, you can continue, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you. Did you responded to the scene? Did you respond?
I didn't respond to the initial scene. I got the case later.
Okay. Did you go out there later?
I did.
Did you see any damages as a result of this drive-by?
I did. I saw at least one bullet hole in the vehicle and multiple bullet holes in the home.
Did the witnesses and the victim indicate when these damages occurred?
All in the same night.
Is that the night that Mr. Lattimore acknowledged driving by, or do you know?
That is correct. That's the same night.
Who was present in the home at the time that this incident occurred?
The victim, I don't know if you want me to say her name.
I would rather you didn't.
Okay. So victim 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. And these people are all listed in your warrants and incident report?
That is correct.
And was anyone outside in the car when the car was shot up?
No, it was not. No, there was no one in the car.
Okay.
Everybody was in the home.
And I think I might have asked you this, but just in an abundance of caution, do you know if any photographs or anything were taken of the damage?
There were photographs taken, yes, ma'am.
And where are those photographs?
They should be in the report.
What about video? Do you know if the victims had any video at the time? Any ring or anything like that?
There's no video that actually gives any leverage to who the suspects were. There's video that shows a car driving up and down the street, but it doesn't show, and you can see sparked gunshots coming from a vehicle, but you can't see, I'm sorry, that's not accurate. You can see the suspects walking up. It was 3. You can see them walking up, but you can hear the shots, but you don't get to see them.
Okay, now you mentioned something, you say you could see them walking up. Was this an actual drive-by or more of a walk-by?
Well, there was a vehicle that pulled up, and then you can see them walk up.
So they got out of the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see weapons being discharged?
You cannot.
Okay. Were the victims in fear?
Yes, ma'am. The victim stated that when the shot started, she jumped on the floor and was in fear for her life. And also then that round of shooting happened and the police came out. And then when the later round of shooting happened, she stated again that she was in fear. In fact, she reaches out to me about once a week, asking me what's going on with the case because she's afraid that something's going to happen again.
Did the bullets actually come into the home itself?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There were bullets that we saw that struck the living room and the kitchen.
Were you all able to recover the rounds?
That would be the road. I'm not sure. That would be the uniform patrol officers.
Okay. Was anyone actually struck by one of the bullets? Do you know?
Nobody was struck by one of the bullets.
What about damage? What kind of damage did you see? Or
Multiple bullet holes throughout the house as well as the vehicle outside.
was the victims able to give you an estimate of the amount of damage or the repair
She was
cost?
not at the time.
You've just mentioned that she reaches out to you periodically. Has she been able to get anything repaired?
I haven't asked her.
Okay. She hasn't mentioned it?
No, ma'am.
Did Mr. Lattimore in your interview indicate what happened to the weapon?
He did not. But the weapon was, when Mr. Lattimore was picked up by DeKalb County, the weapon was in the residence that he was picked up in with him.
How do you know that's the same weapon that he used this particular occasion?
The casings that were sent to GBI matched that gun.
And where were those casings recovered?
At the scene.
Okay. And 1 second, officer. Judge, Attorney Booker just put something in a message in the chat regarding his case.
That's all. You can continue.
Yes, ma'am. And also, I believe you indicated the shell casings were recovered. Did you say where?
They were recovered at the scene in the street, from the street.
And is that where the video showed a car stopping?
Yes.
So let me backtrack to that video 1 second. Do you all, does law enforcement have copies of that video?
There should be a copy of the video in the report.
Okay. And that's the video from the victim's home?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Actually, it's from the neighbor's home. I'm sorry.
It's the neighbor's ring video?
Yes.
Is there anything from the victim's home?
No, there was no video from the victim's home.
1 second, there's one thing I need to check. And I'm almost done. I just need to double check something. Did you speak with the husband? And I believe you indicated there was a brother or other relative there.
Hold it.
Yes, ma'am.
Objection, Judge Leading.
What was that question? Did she speak to the brother?
To the husband and the brother.
I asked if the officer spoke. The officer's testimony indicated that there was the victim and her husband and a brother or other relative there.
What was your question?
I asked the officer, did he speak with them?
So what's leading, Mr.
Yes,
Lewis?
I did.
The husband and the brother. I haven't heard about a husband and a brother being there at all.
So that's not leading. That would be foundation, right?
Yeah, that
Question
too.
leading.
That too.
But that's just it. He did say that. When I
He
asked
said
him,
I remember he said he didn't want to say all the victims' names, but he said it was 3 victims earlier.
Right, he just didn't get the relationship. So now we're saying it was the husband and the brother.
No, he did. I asked him about it
actually
previously. He did give
Okay.
the relationship, and then he later on asked, did he about Ashley specifically saying, but he said it was the victim, her husband, and a brother or other relative. That's the part I wasn't sure, was it a brother or additional relative, but he did say.
Okay. All right,
Oh,
withdrawn.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And I'm almost done. I just want to make sure I cover this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I believe that's all the questions I have. Oh, the person that you indicated that you interviewed regarding this incident, do you see that person in court today? If so, identify him by physical appearance or article of clothing.
That would be, I think he has a mask on his face. It's kind of hard to tell, but that looks like him sitting right in the front.
Okay. Yeah, and that's all I have. Reserve right for redirect.
All right, Mr. Lewis.
All right, Judge. Thank you. Detective De Silva, I think it's morning. Good morning, bro.
Yes, sir.
So now let me back up and ask some questions because I need to make sure my understandings are correct. There is a husband that is at the home at the time of a shooting, correct?
Yes.
All right. Is that the first shooting or the second shooting?
Both.
Okay. There is a brother of the husband or brother of somebody else that is at.
Brother of, you have a wife, you have a husband, and you have the wife's brother.
Got it. I'm with you. All right. The wife's brother, he is he at the scene of both shootings?
Yes.
All right. And then there's a wife. Is she at the scene of both shootings?
Yes.
Do both shootings happen on the same day?
Yes.
Are both shootings detailed in this warrant that we're looking at here today?
The shootings were given two separate case numbers because they were two separate incidents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When you had your conversation with the well, let me just ask this question again myself. Did you have a conversation with the person whom you took the warrants out on?
Yes, I did.
When you had that conversation, did that person indicate that they had shot up the home twice?
He indicated that he shot up the home. He didn't indicate that he shot it up twice.
Okay, so now let's go back to your warrants, your two separate warrant numbers. Which warrant number are you attributing to his confession to having shot up the home?
I don't have that in front of me.
Okay. So the testimony that you give today, because we're only looking at one warrant involving a shooting, you don't know if it's related to the warrants that we're here on today. Is that correct?
I do know that it's related to the warrants that we're here on today.
All right. Then which warrant, which shooting is attributed to which warrant?
Again, I don't have that in front of me.
All right. Let's go to another part of your testimony. You say you are able to see a video from the neighbor's camera. Is that correct?
Correct.
Madam Prosecutor calls it a Ring camera. Is it a Ring camera?
I believe it's a Ring camera.
But you don't know that to be sure.
I'm not sure.
Were you able to download and obtain and secure that video from the source?
The video is in the report.
Were you able to download and obtain that from the source?
Well, the video was given to me, so I'm not sure if they downloaded it or I believe and I don't want to overspeak, but I believe the resident of the home used their phone to send the video to the officers who collected it.
And you're referring to the neighbor's home, correct? That's the resident you're referring to? Correct.
And I don't want to overspeak. I didn't collect the video myself, so I don't want to verify something that I didn't take myself.
I'm with you. And that's what I'm looking for right there. What it is that you're able to attest to and not able to attest to. All right. So you've gotten a video, but your understanding is that the video has come from the neighbor's camera, correct?
That's correct.
When you look at that video, and I think you got really good eyes, you see some sparks coming off as though they are shootings, correct?
Correct.
And those sparks, when you were testifying, said they came from the car. Is that right?
No, I said they got out of the car and walked up to the house.
All right. So now we're going to Madam Prosecutor's attempt to get something clarified. Let me now clarify it. So the persons with an S get out of the car and then they walk towards the house.
Correct.
And then from the persons, you see sparks.
Correct.
And those sparks you are attributing to shots being fired. Is that correct?
Correct.
And how many persons is it?
3.
And have you identified all 3 of those persons?
I have not. When I asked your client about who the other 2 were, he said that they were people that live in his neighborhood that he just would see randomly, and he happened to walk past them that night. Based on what he was going to do, he wanted them to come help him, and they did. When I asked him about their identities, he didn't. Either he didn't want to give them up, or he genuinely doesn't know them. That I can't answer.
I got you. I got you. And are any of these 3 individuals masked up or disfigured in any way that prevents you from being able to identify who they are?
Yes.
Tell me about the nature of what type of disfigurement is preventing you from being able to identify who they are.
It's nighttime. It's dark. They have on dark clothes, so it's hard to tell.
Okay.
Who the actual people are.
I got
Yeah.
you. What facial features are they blocked by anything other than darkness?
Possibly masks.
Okay. So you really can't get a real picture of what you're looking at there, whether it's a mask or physical, or you're looking at faces that are not masked. Is that correct?
Correct. Correct.
All right. All right. Now, Madam Prosecutor asked some questions that were a little confusing to me, so I'm gonna see if I can clarify this. Uniform. Did uniform dig out the rounds from the walls within the interior of this house?
I have no idea. I was not on that scene. I can't confirm or deny that.
Okay. I asked
That would probably be more. That would actually be more of a CSI function.
that's what I thought, but when I heard you say road, it kind of got me. All right. Were there shell casings found on the ground outside of the home?
Yes, there were.
What type of shell casings were they?
I believe they were 9mm. I believe.
Understood. You said that DeKalb retrieved a weapon when they arrested my client, correct?
Correct.
And you said that weapon matched something. So what is the something it matched?
I didn't say something. I said the weapon matched the casings that were found at the scene.
Ah, so they're 9mm casings.
I believe so. I don't have my report in front of me. I'm not in my office right now.
I got you. I got you. Now, detective, just to help the judge and me, she probably already knows, but I'm gonna ask for my ignorance. There aren't any riflings that are on casings, correct?
I'm sorry?
There aren't any riflings, barrel markings, or anything else that appear on casings from 9mm rounds, are there?
So every weapon, every round that's fired from a weapon has a signature. And
Correct.
that's how and that is how the GBI is able to track what round was fired from what weapon.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. But isn't that on the round that travels down the barrel?
It's not.
Okay, so it is
It's on the firing pin. It's from the firing pin to the casing.
To the casing itself. Okay, I forgot that, and I did know that. So thank you for bringing my.
And then also the lead that comes out of the front of that leaves the casing and comes out of the gun is almost like signed as it travels through the barrel, so that it can match the gun as well.
I got you. Thank you, sir. I'm getting smarter the longer I talk to you. All right. Let me go to a couple more questions, and then I think we're done with this. Repairs to the home. Madam Prosecutor asked about repairs to the home. So I'm going to go back to the repairs to the home. The shooting that occurs the first shooting, because I don't know if it's morning or afternoon. We don't even know that yet.
It's early morning.
Early morning. All right, cool. The early morning shooting, are there any repairs done to the home following the early morning shooting?
I have not spoken with the homeowner, with the victim, to know if she's gotten any repairs done or not yet.
All right. Are the shell casings that are found outside the home from the early morning shooting?
Yes.
Okay. Are there shell casings also found from the later shooting?
Yes.
Do those shell casings match each other?
That I don't know.
Okay. I've heard about one set of photographs so far. Are there photographs, the camera image from the neighbor's camera? Is that
Hmm.
from the early morning shooting or the later shooting?
Both of the shootings were early morning.
So, all right. So, shooting number one, early in the morning.
Hmm.
Do we have a photographic image of that?
No.
Okay. All right. Does the wife, her brother, or her husband identify anything about the first early morning shooting?
As far as what?
Who was there?
As far as who was shooting or who was in the home?
Who who was shooting? How many were shooting? Things of that nature.
No, they were busy ducking and running for their lives.
Okay, they sound like smart people. All right, so now let's go to the second early morning shooting. They don't. Do they identify any persons related to that, or how many?
They were doing the same thing, ducking and running for their lives.
All right. And the second shooting is the one where the neighbor's camera catches that. Is that correct?
I believe it's the second one, yes.
And you established that through what? That it's the second shooting. Is it a timestamp?
It will be a timestamp. I would have to
Okay.
look at my report to be able to confirm that. I don't have that with me.
I got you. I got you. That's good. Now, uniforms visited each scene separately.
Correct.
Okay. And then you have those uniform officers' reports as well.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And I know you're going to have any other. Are you considered to be the detective in charge of this particular case?
I am the lead detective on this case.
You are the lead detective. All right. And DeKalb had the individual that you swore the warrants out for arrest in custody when, sir?
September, I believe.
September.
I believe it
So
was September.
you believe it was September.
Hmm.
All right. All right. Um, Here's my question for you. And it's the last question I'm going to ask on this
Sure.
subject. The person that you questioned who admitted that he had gathered two other persons to go to the home uh, because the other person had shot at him. That person did not say that he had done a shooting by himself. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And I lied. I said that was the last question. One supporting question. So the the projectiles that enter the home that you find that do the damage, do they come from the first shooting or the second shooting?
It was both. It was a mixture of the two.
Okay. How do you know that?
Based on the victim's testimony.
Okay, understood. All right, that's what I needed. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Not a problem, sir.
Any follow-up, Ms. Thomas?
No, Your Honor.
All right, any other witnesses?
Not at this time for this portion.
Well, this is the final portion.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lewis, did you have any evidence or witnesses?
I don't think so. Hang on just a minute, Judge. Let me just review something really quick, please.
Okay.
Okay, no question. No, something, nothing to put into evidence, Judge.
Okay, all right, closing arguments?
I'll reserve.
All right.
Judge, I'm going to step on the reckless conduct, and I'm going to step on the possession of a firearm during. I'm going to step on possession, discharge of a firearm near roadway or highway. With respect to the criminal damage first and criminal damage second, I'm going to ask that they be dismissed. While I think that there is some damage that is being done, we need a value statement to know whether we are looking at criminal trespass, which requires a value, has a value statement, or criminal damage second or first. I believe that the court could find cause on a unrelated charge of criminal trespass. But it's missing the elemental requirement with respect to value on the criminal first or second. With respect to the aggravated assault, I'm going to ask the court to dismiss that aggravated assault as well. We have no first and foremost eyeballing of the shooter or shooters in the first or second case involved here. So there is no threat that is being received. There is fear, true enough, because things are being discharged, shot at a home. But according to the testimony that we've got, it's only being shot at the home. The sister of Mr. Anderson says that she believes that Lattimore is the doer, and Lattimore attests that he is in fact the doer, according to the officer's detective's testimony here, in a case that involves he and two others. But the testimony brought out by Madam Prosecutor is that his shooting is in what I would characterize as retaliation for a prior shooting being done, and he himself is not at the home. And so none of the persons inside can perceive a threat of intent to murder, rape, harm, rob, or otherwise, because one, they don't see the person or persons when the shooting is occurring. They are in fear of bullets that are coming into their home, and the fact that bullets don't have no name. That is not aggravated assault. The first part of the assault, the first part of the aggravated assault is the second word. It's assault. The threat of the harm, and it's aggravated by the presence of the gun, the knife, or the stick, the threat of raping or murdering. They don't have that part. They are afraid because there are bullets that are being discharged. And according to the detective, that the bullets come into the home. So that is just make sure. That is the sum total of my argument. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Thomas?
Your Honor, for the most part, I'm going to submit on the officer's testimony. I do believe he established every element, the required elements, I should say, of all the charges before the court today. But I will say this regarding the aggravated assault specifically. The officer mentioned that the victim had to drop to the floor. That means she's in fear for her life. Officer indicated that there were holes in the home and in the vehicle, though the three individuals who were present were inside of the home when the shootings occurred. I believe that is more than sufficient to establish the charge of aggravated assault. It also, I believe, would establish the criminal damage to property. The first and the second were a home that was occupied by at least 3 people was shot up, and a car was also shot up in the driveway that could have been occupied, though it was not at this time. Based on that and the officer's testimony, the state would be respectfully requesting the court transfer this case to the Superior Court in its entirety.
All right, based on the testimony and evidence, the court finds sufficient cause for reckless conduct, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of certain crimes, discharging a firearm near highway. The court finds insufficient probable cause for the criminal damage. Both charges, there is no testimony provided about any value whatsoever. I actually recall you asking him about the value, and he couldn't recall anything at all. So I didn't have any testimony or evidence to support those 2 charges. So everything else will be bound over to Superior Court for further prosecution. This matter is adjourned. And then we'll take some announcements because we have some attorneys that came.